Hey Sam, you're reviewing a game. What's this game called that you're reviewing?
This game is called Parking Garage Rally Circuit. Uh, Allow me to show you the title menu as soon as I click back into this.
I love it.
Hello. Uh, hey, it's the 90s, and you're at your friend's house, and you've just eaten a bag of Doritos. The ska music is blasting, and you
So
are
many
here
horns.
to play on your favorite 90s questionably Sega console, and about to have a really good time drifting around parking garages from some of the most beautiful locale in the world, while horns are being blasted at you. So this is a sort of time trial racing game, if you want to call it a racing game, but a sort of time trial in the same vein as something like what is that Ubisoft game?
The Crew?
No, no. I'm also turning down the audio because I can't hear myself think. Great. Okay, now I can think. No, the one, it doesn't matter. So time trial.
Trackmania?
Yes, Trackmania. Thank you.
There you go. Yeah.
So you have 3 different cars. They are basically different sort of speeds and weights. We'll just go and start with our light boy here.
I love these models.
So
yes.
we'll get into the aesthetics here. As always, there's leaderboards on everything. I'm currently the top 5 in a lot of the tracks. Not showing off.
Fancy.
There's 77 times in here, and your boy's 4th. Just saying. So we'll just go to the first one here. And so this is just a game where you are driving through these parking garages and have to set fast times to beat the ghosts and to set the fastest time in the world. And driving like a normal person isn't how you achieve that. No. This is a drift game where you are drifting and building combo chains to make your car faster. So every time I release off a drift, it makes my car faster. And then drifting again catches me even more speed.
Ooh.
And I could go even faster to the extent that you will be going so fast that you won't be able to make turns and could cause all types of physics problems.
Yeah, let's go.
And whatnot.
San Francisco Rush, baby.
Yeah, it is great. This game is going to be a giant like GIF generator when people like start getting access
when
to
the streamers find it.
Yeah, it is. So it has 8 courses, and it has these 3 vehicles. So it's basically 24 different leaderboards that you're trying to achieve. There's also, as I screwed that up, there's also a like brake mechanic where you can basically buffer your speed. So if I can get actually here, let me restart the race here. I keep missing this boost at the start too.
How is this a race? Is it just going through the checkpoints?
Yes, so you're going through.
Man.
Yes, so it's Trackmania. So I'm racing these ghosts. These are like the top times around me and my best time, and I'm just trying to set better times than them. But yes, you can brake buffer basically. So I'm gonna like hold my brake here, and it slows me down. Oh, I did it too long. But if you release it early enough, it like regains your speed. So it's like it just has like a really cool mechanic of like keeping and maintaining your speed around corners. And then of course, like any good time trial game, it also gives you the ability to review the replay, which is where people are definitely going to be making a bunch of GIFs from. So we'll just rewind it here to the back or the start of the race. And of course, it has like your normal like follow cameras and your like free cam relative to the car. So you can go ahead and make yourself motion sick with all of that. And then, of course, like locked in place cameras. And yeah, as I mentioned, you find yourself in, how do I get out of this? Okay, a lot of different locales, like the Learning Garage and Mount Rushmore, San Francisco, Seattle. But like, I love it that like it's just a very low resolution photo of Seattle in the background. of course, like, they're just parking garages. Obviously, I don't think there's a parking garage in Seattle that's specifically set up exactly like this one.
Well,
yeah, there,
Seattle Airport. So
yeah, hey, there could be.
Kind of does have a parking garage like this. So.
There's also a 100% like original soundtrack that is ska based.
Perfect.
And it's incredible.
Perfect.
They are also selling the vinyl on Bandcamp.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mentioned professional wrestling are the only legitimate art forms.
So I mentioned about the visuals. So I'm currently operating this game in what they refer to, here we go, as like the PC port. So you can play this game on like original hardware. And it changes it to this very low resolution 30 FPS.
Oh my god, with the flickering and everything.
Like chunky version. And then of course you can go in here, change it to like, they have like these default profiles. So you can turn it into like a modern emulator of like that classic game. So it like has all these like, but it's operating at like 60 FPS. And then of course you can go in there and sort of like break down everything like specifically. So they have like, if you want the game in 4:3 or widescreen and stuff like that, draw distance, like scaling. So if it's pixel perfect or if it's integer scaling, like frame limit and stuff like that, resolution, bilinear filtering, CRT, VSync, like CRT warp, like it's just kind of insane. They
clicked on add every filter. They clicked next to every filter in like Unity to get this guy going.
And I'm hopefully, if I have enough time, I'm going to make a more like longer form video on this. But like I also like dumped this game onto a CRT while I was reviewing it and stuff, and it looks incredible on that. So it is available April 20th. Or April 20th, September 20th, tomorrow, as we're recording this, but now as this video will be out. There is also an endurance mode. That endurance mode, once you beat the original race, you can go and do this endurance mode. And it's just one of those where you're trying to constantly reach checkpoints. So kind of like how old like Sega games were at the arcade, where if you run out of time, it does that really cool thing here. I'll try to run out of time, where if you run out of time, it still goes with your momentum. So even if you're at 0, if you still creep over the line, you get like an extra like second or two. So it just hits all the like arcade nostalgia sort of like classics. I wasn't a Sega kid growing up, but like I remember playing these sort of like games in arcades. I'm really into like time trial based stuff. There is an online multiplayer where there is like real-time racing with other people. I don't think collisions are a thing in that. I was unable to find any lobbies. Yeah, obviously, because this is a pre-release. I put that CRT warp on and it's messing with my head. And it's only going to be $10. Works on Steam Deck, as I've mentioned. Any PC game works on Steam Deck. All those options all work on Steam Deck too. Like just a beautiful complete package of exactly knowing what it is. Like it is this weird like I can envision the advertisement that would have been on MTV or VH1 or whatever for it. Like I'm somebody who's like usually against nostalgia because I think it gets weaponized, and this is like it weaponized to an absolutely militaristic degree, but like just perfectly targeted at like that sort of arcade like racer game.
There is a huge wave of Sega like racers in the pipeline right now that you can sort of follow at any given time. It's so
this is exactly how this reminds me of how my brother, my buddies and I used to play Twisted Metal, where we would just go around the arena, the edges of the arena, and just race like it's a parking garage, and just race around and just keep doing loops and try to shave seconds off our time. And I think this captures a lot of that cool kind of classic feeling. I love this. It looks so cool. I love the that one view you had a second ago, which had sort of the blurry background. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
they have the Mount
Yeah.
Rushmore with
Yeah.
older.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. Like they nailed that sort of like any like even this like you mentioned San Francisco Rush and even like Cruising USA and stuff like that. It has like aspects of all those games in it. And it has like that same sort of rally car that you remember from all those 90s to early 2000s like Sega rally games. And man, it just like as somebody who didn't like play those games until later growing up, it like nailed that same sort of like FOMO that I had for all my like Sega friends getting to play like all those cool racing games while I was stuck to like Mario Kart and Beetle Adventure Racing.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So highly recommend if you like, even if you're like sort of like a casual like racing game fan, the drifting feels like maybe a little bit more like stiff or a little bit more, I hate to use the word like controlled or professional feeling Mario Kart drifting. Like it feels like tuned Mario Kart drifting, I think is the way to do it, right? If Mario Kart's the amateur drifting, then this is the like tuned like, you had your buddy with his laptop come over and get that ECU working correctly on it.
This is the initial D.
Yeah, and
Right.
you're seeing in this demo that it's doing. It has like destructible environments and stuff, and yeah, the car's just flipping and pinging around. For the longest time, I was trying to set like the best time on one of these tracks, and like the person that had the best time in front of me was just like doing flips but kept their momentum while they were like rolling down this hill. So like they were just still kept being faster than me, even though they were obviously not in control. So it's so good. I highly recommend.
Dope.
You can customize your car to whatever color or number you want on the side of it too. So just great. Gonna be an absolute GIF machine when it gets in people's hands. So yeah, definitely check it out. I believe there is a demo also that gives you like a track or two. So yeah, check it out. If it clicks with you, like just go in. If you hate ska music, I'm so sorry. If you
for
love
your life, not
if you love ska music, get the checkered pants out and start skanking, buddy. Because it has, I don't want to ruin it. It has two songs with vocals in them that both remind me of songs from Sonic R, but are also their own incredible masterpieces that like I like. Honestly, when the song came on for the last level, it plays like one. It's so good. It's so good. Just play it. Hey, just play it.